Hey everybody, today we're going to review the newest episode of MLP FIM, the Equestria games.
This is an episode that's been building up for a large part of Season 4. In Flight to the Finish, we got to see the Cutie Mark Crusaders get chosen to wave the flag for Ponyville.
I thought this episode was nice and interesting too.
It was a very fun, feel-good episode, and probably one of the CMC's best episodes ever. Unfortunately, the next Equestria Games episode was not. In Rainbow Falls, we get to see Rainbow Dash enter the aerial relay team with Bulk Biceps, otherwise known as Snowflake, and Fluttershy. Neither one of these ponies are good flyers, and the episode put a lot of focus on just how much they shouldn't have been there in the first place. Rainbow's reason for this awful lineup?
I know that I can pick up the slack for any pony. With me on the team, we'll qualify.
Stupid. So stupid. And she actually gets away with this dumb decision. So this week's episode, Equestria Games, continues off of both of these episodes. Let's see how it holds up.
In the first shot, they're all on a train heading towards the Equestria games. Rainbow does a little pep talk.
Who here besides me thinks this is the best Equestria Games delegation in Ponyville history?
No, it's not. When you have Bulk Biceps and Fluttershy on an aerial relay team, it's never the best lineup ever.
With the possible exception of Bulk Biceps, Fluttershy, and me.
Wait. She's actually acknowledging what a bad decision that was? Thank you! Thank you so much! It's like the show itself is apologizing for that episode.
Dude,
They get off the train and Spike carries the bags.
what is in that thing? A bunch of rocks?
Apple Bloom seems nervous, so Spike tells her about how he counts to 10 when he's nervous. It's actually a decent scene. But then...
Hey! Put me down!
Is he being dragon-napped? Call the police!
Actually, no.
1,000 pardons, O great and honorable Spike, the brave and glorious.
Since Spike was the one who saved the Crystal Empire, the Crystal Ponies treat him like a hero and refer to him as Great and Honorable Spike the Brave and Glorious.
Can't they just say the acronym or something? Which is, gas bag?
That's a heroic sounding name. Think about it. The Great and Mighty Gas Bag.
Alright, I take it back! I take it back!
Spike goes out to light the torch, but gets stage fright and can't do it. So Twilight casts a secret spell to make the torch light. After the games, Twilight tells her friends about the spell, and then Spike comes out.
Sup?
So with you, bro.
Why would I be upset to discover I can light fire with my mind?
I can also prove dragons wrong with my mind. But I won't do that, because if I did, this would be a very short review.
Some random Crystal Ponies asked him for an autograph, and of course, he accepts. If his head gets any bigger, there'll have to be a new galaxy just for to fit it.
But then Spike tries to light the photo with his mind. Of course, it doesn't work. Twilight tells Spike about her torch lighting spell, and when Spike finds out, he walks away sad and forlorn.
I think Spike's overreacting.
And I do not.
I think he is, because Twilight literally just saved his dignity in front of all of Equestria. If I were him, I would have been all like, thank you for saving my dignity, Twilight. And I wouldn't walk away sad because I didn't light some stupid torch.
I think that Spike was really looking forward to being able to be the one doing something as important as lighting the torch for a major sporting event. So when Twilight did it for him, it was almost like she was stealing his thunder. I would be sad if I were in his place.
There will be other chances, Spike. Calm down.
Who said there would be? For all we know, Spike will never be asked to do anything important ever again.
And for all we know, he might. It's obvious that they aren't going to ever ask him to never do anything ever again. Half of the things he does are important.
But
Let's disagree to disagree.
Spike asks if he can do anything else important for the game.
That wasn't worthy enough for you? For pony's sake. Next thing you know, you'll be asking to put on a rock concert.
I'm not surprised Miss Harshwani isn't married.
After the aerial relay, Spike volunteers to sing the Ponyville Anthem. Only, the orchestra isn't playing the Ponyville Anthem, they're playing the Cloudsdale Anthem. Embarrassing song time!
Oh, we're the Wonderbolts and we're super fast and we're from Cloudsdale, which is a part of Equestria.
Oh yeah, this is comedy gold!
Then, the episode just cuts to Spike moping in his room. We don't know what happened to Spike after his messed up song. Did he get left off the stage? Did the town have any reaction to Spike's goof up? We never know, and we never find out. They don't ever bring this up for the rest of the episode, so I'm just going to assume that the entire stadium got a bad case of amnesia right after this song and forgot the entire thing.
That's the weirdest explanation I've ever heard.
But it's all the episode gives me. Now we're getting into the second half of the episode, and here's where it starts to fall apart some. The CMC come in and tell him that he's been moping for almost the entire games. Spike still won't come out.
Also, I can't believe they didn't show brownies more of the games. Mass hysteria time! We wanted to see more games. We waited all season for this. Why are you letting us down? Football fans, yeah!
If nothing else, the ice archery match was cool. Twilight is out looking for Spike, and the CMC tell her that he's still in his room. She finally makes him come out. Twilight doesn't understand why Spike is so upset.
I don't either!
Spike says that he's sad because he let every pony down. Twilight tells him that, since the torch was lit and the aerial relay team won, no pony was let down. I guess we're still forgetting about Spike's little song.
A magic arrow from the competition hits a cloud, turning it into ice. Don't make it winter again, please!
Spike melts the cloud and the whole crowd starts cheering for him. Spike learns that if you want to feel good about yourself, sometimes you need to let go of past feelings. Alright, we have a lot to talk about here, and it all has to do with the moral. So, let's do this. Now, let's apply this moral to the real world, since that's the best way to find out whether a moral is good or bad. Spike learns that sometimes the only way to feel confident in yourself is to let the past be the past, and forget about past failings. Now, this is a moral that you can apply to the real world. Every pony embarrasses themselves sometimes. The thing is, normally when some pony gets embarrassed, the things they goof up at are minor, and so by the next day most will have forgotten about them entirely. Spike bombed the Cloudsdale anthem. That's a pretty major thing to mess up at, and something that, in the real world, would make you a laughingstock for at least half a week. But even putting that aside, what's important to remember is that every pony does something embarrassing sometimes, but that they shouldn't lose confidence in themselves because of it, since they still have many good qualities as well. What the episode fails to do is actually make Spike go through public humiliation. He didn't light the torch, but Twilight covered him up for that. He didn't sing the anthem right, but every pony got amnesia. Spike got very lucky in this episode, since for the most part, when some pony does something embarrassing, their blunders aren't covered up by outside forces. They're forced to live it down. And so by having Spike's moments of failure both glazed over like that, it makes the moral feel detached and hard to relate to.
Anywho, that was the Equestria games. I think this episode was pretty good. They could have made it better, and actually met up to the bronies' expectations. Altogether, it wasn't my favorite. 4 out of 5.
This episode gives me mixed feelings. It was a fun episode to see the first time, but watching it a second or third time just didn't feel quite as awesome as the first go-around. The episode did have flaws, and I did notice them on repeated watches. It was still fun to get to see the Equestria games, even for a little, and it's not a bad episode. I'll be generous, and give it a 3.5 out of 5.
Now I just want to see the season finale, and if it weren't for that skip weekend, we would be watching it now! Stop making us wait, Hasbro!
Did some pony say Hasbro?
You're the one that's been taking down all those YouTube videos! Come on, every pony! It's time to get our revenge!
Revenge for what?
For doing all those bad things! Taking down Button Mash, making new characters just to get more moolah, and giving Twilight wings!
Since when was giving Twilight wings a bad thing?
Since forever! Pay attention!
You sent bronies everywhere into a panic. Angry artists everywhere had to edit wings onto their fan art. But we made money! Who cares what the fans think? As long as Alicorn Twilight dolls keep flying off the shelves, my plan is working perfectly!
What plan?
I'm glad you asked. After all the money that Alicorn Twilight made us, we figured, why not do it again? If giving her wings made us so much cash, why not change her entire character design?
The fans will hate you forever! You'll never get away with this!
Oh, but I can, and I already have! Presenting the new and improved Twilight Sparkle!